Hello, my name is Ed Phillips. I'm a member of the Rackliffe House Trust Board of Directors, and today we're doing a virtual tour of this grand home built by Charles Rackliffe in the 1740s. Overlooking Assateague Island and scenic Centepuxent Bay, Rackliffe House was constructed in the 1740s by Captain Charles Rackliffe. Rackliffe House has a long history that represents a microcosm of 18th century Chesapeake society. In its time, Rackliffe House has witnessed Spanish galleons, Barbary pirate ships, English men of war, even German submarines along the coast, all within clear view of Rackliffe House. It has survived the great wars through which this country has lived: the French and Indian Wars, the Revolutionary War, the War of 1812, and the Civil War. Today, thanks to the restoration efforts of the Rackliffe House Trust and the Maryland Department of Natural Resources, historic Rackliffe House now serves as a coastal museum interpreting 18th century life along Maryland's seaside. Rackliffe House is open seasonally for guided tours. On days that the house is open to the public, docents interpret colonial life on the 18th century coastal plantation. An orientation film and timeline provides context for an informative tour of the property. Rooms such as the kitchen, the spinning room, children's room, as well as the milk house are furnished to give visitors a sense of how the Rackliffes lived in the 18th century. Children can enjoy activities inside the house and outdoors where they can play colonial games on the lawn. On days that the house is closed, visitors are invited to visit the colonial garden and grounds which can be accessed by trails leading from the visitor center. The grounds at Rackliffe House can host a large outdoor wedding and reception or a smaller event on its 3 acres of sprawling lawn bordered by lush green forest and overlooking the Centepuxent Bay and Assateague Island. It is located just minutes away from the resort of Ocean City and historic Berlin, Maryland. Rackliffe House currently has 2 exhibitions on display for visitors. It's entitled The Enslaved at Rackliffe House in Worcester County, Maryland, a local story. The 4th story of Rackliffe House cannot be told without a historically accurate portrayal of all the people who lived here. Public and private records, as well as archaeological evidence, show the vital role that African Americans played. They were the economic engine that helped to create and sustain the wealth of 18th century estates like this one. This exhibition covers the time from the colonial period up until about 1870. It also tells a local story focusing on Rackliffe and neighboring estates in Worcester County. In addition, the exhibition titled Early Interactions of Native Americans and Europeans on the Lower Eastern Shore examines, through images and first-hand accounts, how Native Americans lived and worked at the time of first contact with Europeans in our region. It also looks specifically at the Rackliffes and the Assateague Indian tribe. This exhibition is drawn from one developed by Salisbury University's NAB Center for the Delmarva History and Culture. Thank you for joining us today, and we look forward to having you on a visit to Rackliffe House.